Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign, and you have just warped into the channel with short and sweet gaming guides. Firstly, I'd like to apologise for my voice. I'm not feeling too well today, but it's nothing too bad, just a little stress on the throat. I am new on the scene, but I hope this doesn't discourage you from liking and subbing if you do find these useful. Family choices are the second part of character creation, after you pick your culture, which I have done a video on previously. Make sure to check that out in the card in the top right. You have to decide your backstory, and Bannerlord does this in an interesting way. They do it through multiple answer questions, which also add stats depending on the choice. The options for early childhood are identical across all cultures and families. The stats given by these options are marked as the lighter green colours with the arrows. The darker green are stats provided by the family choice. The early childhood choices include, but not limited to, leadership skills, which give you 1 focus point to leadership and 1 to tactics, and also your way with people, which gives you 1 focus point to charm and 1 to leadership. Make sure to go through all of these skills. See which ones are relevant to your character build. Now before decisions are made, there are 2 ways to do this. Firstly, meta. Pick all the best focus points for your character build, or RP, and pick choices relevant for your character's story progression. Now that you have the main backbone of your character, you get to specialise further with choices in additional trees. The choices in adolescence, youth, young adult, and story are different depending on what country you have chosen, and what family you have chosen. For example, Vlandians of Barons Retainers have different options to Vlandians Hunters, both the same culture, but different families. The idea of this character creator in my opinion is to make you think about your character and who they are. This is amazing for me. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I love my lore and story, especially when it comes to creating characters. Ultimately, there is no right or wrong way to build your character. It's better to build towards aspects of the game you find appealing, building to your strengths. If you'd like to run around with a 2-handed weapon, if you'd like to run around with a sword and shield, you'd like to trade for gold, or conquer the kingdom. These are all things to think about before making your choices. There's not much point in specialising in trade if you burn the world to the ground. Likewise, you don't want to focus on military power if you want to make friends with every neighbour, unless you're building for RP. The choice is yours. And that's all we have for this guide. If you made it this far, I just want to say I thank you for sticking with me this long. And if you did, then make sure to like and sub to the channel for future short and sweet gaming guides in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord and many other RPGs in the future. Play safe.